Okay, guys, this is just a little showing of me crafting the Bracelet of Trickery. Uh, it requires a Eye of Ender, I believe that's Lily of the Valley or Orchid, Mote of Air, a bracelet, and a spider eye, as well as the symbols that are shown on screen. And this, I messed it up, but it's a pretty simple item to craft.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and it appears that due to that recent crafting clip, I have gained the ability to turn invisible on demand by just sneaking. It's an interesting ability, but I'd say not one that's super useful. I just keep on accidentally triggering it because I, sneak occasionally. Yeah, so that's pretty much what the Bracelet of Trickery does. But there also have been a bunch of other things that I've been working on off camera. One of them has been enchanting the sword. My mouse slipped off of that. Sharpness 5. That has been what I've been going for. And I actually do want to show another fruit of my labors, an Eluding 3 enchantment. So I was thinking I could show you guys how that works. So the way that I got this projecting rune is, first of all, I crafted it using the rune scribing. I've got the pattern in here. Yeah, this is the pattern. And the way that I got this pattern is I put down one of those patterns that wasn't enchanted. I then put down a sheet of paper, and then I right-clicked with a piece of coal, and then I got the rune scribing pattern. So I have been trading quite a bit downstairs in the villager area, but I have also decided to move all my Eldritch energy-based stuff down to there, because there are a lot of Eldritch wellspring-based things, and just Eldritch energies, and these things here, they don't work when they're super close. So I put all the things that can suck them in, and I have one off to the side. So if I'm going to be, say, using the, this is fire, I believe, earth. If I'm going to be using the earth affinity, I would then bring it into here, and then affinity tanker. And I actually have figured out what these different things do. So this is the affinity tinker table. We have messed around with this in the past. Now this is the disenchanter. You put in a item as well as a blank rune of projection, one that does not have an enchantment on it. Then you put it in, and then this one has an enchantment on it, so it won't work. And then you click that button. And assuming you have enough experience, I currently have no experience because I crafted a crystal of memories, which you can use to store extra experience levels. Crafted like so. So I have been getting a bunch of runes of projection. And then you can put them in the grindstone as well. So I've been getting rid of the bad enchantments that I don't like and keeping the good ones. So I enchanted the sword and I had like looting 3, but like sharpness 2 and unbreaking 2. So I was like, I really want the looting. So what I did is I disenchanted it until I got the looting, and then I put the rest of the grindstone. So this allows you to actually like pick and choose enchantments. The problem being it costs a lot of Eldritch Wellspring energy for air and fire. And due to our tier, that means that we are having to... Okay, so we had to create a bunch of motes of fire, which would be and air, and then Searing Inferno. So I've been having to kill quite a few blazes, which is one reason why I'm kind of interested in adding looting to my sword. So that's the way that this thing works. It also does cost a little bit of experience. And then we have the transcription table, which I think is awesome. So you open up your Book of Row, and then you put in a spell such as dig and break, projectile break, and then you put it onto here. I guess I'll leave that on there. Here we go. And then we put it on here, and then if you were to put a glyph into there, it will consume some experience again, as well as a use of your Arcanist ink and some lapis lazuli, and you then click there. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure you put your inputs in here, I think. I don't quite... Oh, yeah, this is where you get the outputs. You then click, and then it will drain a bunch of Eldritch energy of the matching type. So if I were to create the break spell, it would then require some earth Eldritch energy, and then it creates a new spell. You can put in glyphs, so to get one-use spells that don't cost any mana. But you also can put in some vellum to get spells that way. And you can also put in, I believe, like magic wands and stuff to add in multiple options to that, which is pretty cool. However, I'd say the main cool benefit for this is that one thing that you can only do in the Book of Rote is that you can add multiple effects onto things. So, I can only assume at this, but I assume that if you were to have, say, Fling with Slow Fall, which I don't have with Rote, you'd be able to inscribe that onto a scroll. So So, it seems like with that, we would be able to just create epic tier spells that are previously only possible in the Book of Rote, and then we could use the Affinity Tinker table to change them all to a single affinity, which means that, like, just awesome things can happen. And also, I did get a Grimoire. It's essentially an ender chest for spells. As you can see, it has a super big ring and just stores a bunch of things. And I can now cast that to pick up any missing spells from my list. But that's pretty much what I've been up to between episodes. So I actually have a few ideas of things that I'd like to try out at some point. I have also expanded the villagers a little bit. So one of the things I'd like to try out is, first of all, I have a bit of an idea. So the reason why I have this gold sword is because gold and tools, they enchant with better enchantments than iron tools, which I assume is the stat block the sentient sword uses, because I've been getting very poor enchantments. So I'm going to drain out all the experience here. Hopefully it'll be 30 levels. Oh, just barely. So I'm going to... I don't have my lapis here. And now I'm going to enchant the golden sword. These still seem pretty lame. But as you can see, I just got Fire Aspect 2, which is something I'd like to eventually get on my sword. But, like, that could... That's mixed for me. However, the thing about these golden swords is that I can get them by killing the pigmen. So I've got like 20 more of these things, and I can just keep on enchanting them until I get the enchantments I want. And, for example, if I'm like, oh, that Fire Aspect, I want it, but I don't want to have to deal with the Unbreaking and Sharpness 4. Well, I could keep on getting other swords enchanted, and then if the other ones have, say, Sharpness 5, is something I want, and then the Unbreaking 3, I could definitely pick up that Sharpness 5, but if it also is Fire Aspect, I could suck up all the good enchantments and then just put them onto my sword. So from now on, I'm going to not be sucking any enchantments out of this. Unfortunately, it does have knockback, which makes it slightly more annoying. However, I'm just going to do this. So the way that this particular operation works, it's in my inventory. Yeah, so the way that this works is that you set your rune on top of the item you want to enchant, and you just hold down right-click. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is so annoying. Never mind, it turns out that... Oh, I know exactly what that is. So, if you go into the enchantment section, and I'm going to go under looting, it says I only have access to looting 1, which means, therefore, I can only apply looting 1 to my sword. So, actually, this is going to be useless until tier 5. That makes me quite sad. Because I removed looting from my sword, and I can't use it again until I get to tier 5. Oh, no. I guess other things I've been doing is I've been gathering up feathers using the Construct's pluck command. You just set an area, and then they pluck the feathers off of chickens. There's no visual difference, like with sheep, and they just, get you a bunch of free feathers, which I've been trading these for emeralds. However, I mostly needed them for air motes. However, I've also got another guy over here, with the smite sword, just shearing a bunch of sheep as well. So I've got some wool now, I'll definitely be able to create a bunch more air emotes in the future. But I cannot believe that did not work. I really wanted looting 3 on my sword. It's been so annoying to have to go back to the nether every like 15 minutes because you use up fire, elder, and wellspring. Not elder and wellspring energy, just elder and energy so fast. By the way, yeah, so these Fletcher villagers, turns out they eat a lot of feathers. I'm going to equip my chest plate for the experience bonus. You just like give them a bunch of feathers, and then you get a bunch of emeralds. And if I'm being completely honest, this kind of makes any other form of obtaining emeralds kind of wimpy, because Fletchers have the stick trade and the feather trade, which actually this guy hasn't quite gotten up to that level, but I can just like throw emeralds at him until he gets to that level. And also crossbows too. Yeah, thanks, man. I totally don't have access to magic and you know, obliterate people. So thank you. Yeah, and it even provides a bunch of experience to these guys, so if you want to really get those final tier lingering arrows or whatever, just, like, it's very much a possibility. So this is a very strong thing that this mod adds in, which I'm not complaining, but I do feel like it's a bit broken to use it. Although, admittedly, they do soak up a lot of feathers. However, you know, you guys saw that chest. I am not going to be running out of feathers anytime soon, except in my inventory right now. That's, you know, a little bit of a loss. But yeah, now I'm going to stuff. Yes, actually stuff does work. I'm going to stuff all my experience back into there, and then, you know, move on to other things. Still annoyed about the looting 3. That's a really good trade. Hold up. Yeah, these guys have not become villagers. Okay, then. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick these up, because these are a bit of a pain to make, because they require a bunch of iron nuggets. And just iron nuggets are a terrible thing to work with. They just take up so much inventory space, so it's like, oh, like, how many of them am I going to use? Oh, hello there. Hello. Yeah, these are the things I've been trying to get. These bags. This actually was unplanned. But, you know, yeah, you just right-click on the bag, and you get out. Oh! 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 Hello there. You guys do not know what those are, but I most certainly do. Ooh. Okay, then. So what these things over here are, they are, first of all, like, unstackable, so it's been annoying to have to deal with that. There is actually a glyph in the, what's it called? The bag. The bag that allows you to store that stuff. I believe it is that one right there. But, yeah, ooh, these things are nice. The way that they work is that you right-click. You right-click and it creates that mana weaving symbol. So, let's see, I want to use these so badly. Let's see. Oh, I could go to that nearby, like, thing. Yeah. Okay, so this thing. It is a mana weave cache, but it's a weird one. But if I throw this on the ground, as you can see, it fills in that thing. So I'm also going to throw that there. I'm going to throw that there. And then it does its effect. This one just gives you Dolphin's Grace, which admittedly is kind of useful based on its location because it's right near the ocean, but just as there. But yeah, these, oh, they're so nice to have. And you can also create them yourself, and they cost glass bottles. You just right-click on a mana weaving symbol. I just haven't really wanted to do that because, you know, I'm pretty good at drawing the shapes myself, but if you guys keep on accidentally making the wrong shapes that you'll need later, you can just right-click on them with an empty bottle, and then you'll be able to just throw these things on the ground later. when you need the appropriate symbol. So, like, if you keep on accidentally drawing circle, and then there's a ritual where you need a lot of circle, well, you could just pick up a bunch of these things and then just spam them at the ritual, and then it'll just be completed super quickly because you won't have to draw the shapes. Or you could just create mana weaving projectors, which is something that I am going to be working on pretty soon. Just adding a bunch of those to the rituals so that I can be extremely lazy when I work on rituals. Now this is fast. That particular thing, I am very interested to see what it does. So the rift, I know from previous versions, has been essentially just an ender chest. Otherwise, yeah, so pretty much what rift typically has been doing. And I'm pretty sure that you are supposed to be able to upcast it. You just slap a bunch of things together like that, and then you get out, and then you get pretty much an infinite use ender chest, which is pretty cool to begin with as a concept. But with this thing, you could also just it's just an ender chest that you don't need to have silk touch to transport around, which is pretty good because I have not gotten silk touch, although that ring is probably something I could create. Yeah, it's the ring of silk. It's fairly simple. Actually, I probably could just craft that right now. I could. I don't think I will right now, just because I don't really want to. I'm instead going to gather the materials for this spell, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is all of the spell casting materials I need. Okay, the ritual has been cast, and now we have access to our rift spell. I'm gonna choose this symbol, and now I'm just gonna call this the rift, because it's gonna be pretty self-explanatory. You just create a rift in the sky that you can just toss stuff into. It's awesome. Now it shall be added to my book. Oh, actually, what enchantment do these have? Because I can also soak up enchantments from mobs drop loot. So that protection for chest plate dropped by a random zombie actually is now like super useful. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. That would need me to be like tier 5. I'm very much salty about that. But yeah, guys, I now have a rift. I can just be. Although I will. Oh, I should affinity tanker this as well. Because, yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this one up quite a bit. Slap it into the affinity tanker. Make it earth affinity. Oh, yeah, I put my experience in it here. How much do I need? Like 5 levels. Yeah, looks good. Earth power. Charge it up. Earth is the one that's like super far away. Yeah, there's no way that is that's gonna charge up that thing. Okay, goodbye fire. Hello earth. And now it will work. Yep, charging up. Now we have a earth affinity rift. Aha. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I'm going to be doing regarding the spells in this tier. Unless, actually, I'm pretty sure that there are quite a few interesting ones in this tier. I mean, there are the faction-specific spells, but I'm not a huge fan of them. They're essentially just, oh, they may trick a mob. Maybe. The artifact in the next tier, though, is like an infinite use elytra. That is something I'm definitely going to pick up. Let's see, Blink. That's what I was thinking of. It's a teleportation spell. Who would not want to use that? Yeah, and then you could also increase the range, so then you could teleport yourself, like actually I gotta add in a shape, but, yeah. Let's see, how far could we make it go? 16 blocks of teleportation, and that includes through walls. So, yeah, I'm gonna make that at some point. However, me ranting for a while, and shifting and turning invisible. This does not help with my outros. Yeah, so, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Mana and Artifice, and I hope that you guys have maybe learned a little bit about the mod, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys want to learn about anything else, you could feel free to ask me in the comments. I could clarify any questions that you have, and, you know, feel free to do so. There's definitely a lot of things in this mod pack. Not mod pack, it's only like 3 But mods, but there are definitely some things that I could clarify for you guys. Like, what's a barkling? And the answer is it's a fairy faction creature. That guy's now going to stab everybody in there because he's my friend, and he just realized that he's my friend. Thank you. Yep. Either way, hope you guys have a very good day, and I will see you guys all around.